Hello everyone, welcome to a video tutorial for KGT indicators. This is a 2.0. Of course, I would like to show you how to use this indicator. Now don't forget to check, of course, how to upload it. I will show you as well here. You can see it as well on Discord step by step. Now, of course, you can click on these three buttons, settings, and here you have all the history of every single copy that you have. Like, for example, if you have Solana, Bitcoin, any other single copy that you would like to have, or other coin that you would like to say to have it. Of course, you can find it in this settings window here. You can click on it and you can get it. So far, I am in here Bitcoin, of course, and as you can see, once you open AGGR, for example, and you add the code that send, of course, the code file, and you will see that when you move this, you will see that the screen is locked. You cannot move the CVD line to be matching with the price line. So to unlock this, you can simply just set your mouse here on the price tab and just drag it a little bit like this, and then you will free up your screen. So you can now move your CVD line up and down, so you can check much better for CVDs, of course, with the price action and so on. For example, if you have a bearish one here, exactly you can see it, or a bullish one, you can see it between here and there. So that is, of course, a nicer and a much more helpful to check the CVDs in a better way. And of course, this is how you free up your screen. You can also zoom in and out, of course, with your scroll mouse button, right? So of course, as you can see as well, you don't see a lot of history in each tab, right? So HGR doesn't show so much history here, and especially for this code, because it takes too much time to load up in case you want to see a lot of history. And it is made up, of course, to check only the current times, which is, of course, for every single time frame, but with some, let's say, 1000 candle before in the history, but not no more. And yeah, don't forget that also this KGT works perfectly with Elliott wave if you would like to get some impulse signals. And if we, for example, have 1, 2 here, if you have, as you can see, a lot of signals, you can see a lot of bullish signals, but you would like to have one big divergence, of course, with the price. Don't forget that this also was before played, because there is a signal here, another signal, and it was already played with this divergence, so you cannot get it again here, right? What you would like to have is a new signal divergence that you find here, and that you can read, of course, some divergence. Now, how do we get to the settings of as this indicator? By, of course, clicking here on the indicators. So you will find one for the price, which is actually the price candles, which is considered as an indicator as well, and the CVD, where you will find the CVD code that I have been working on, of course, in the script. And you can see, of course, this is the script, this is the whole code, and of course, where you can find those settings for the indicator. So as you can see, the more you give a look back 500, the more it gives you stronger signals. So it will show you the most strongest signal, of course, in the look back here. As you can see, you have bullish here. Very nice, okay, to see, but yeah, that is too many strong bullish. So that is a good indication. But of course, we still would like to see a strong divergence with the price action, but in this zone, right? Because this was already played here. Those two signals were already played, and those are not divergence already, because as you can see, the price is going lower. So yeah, we are looking, of course, for example, for a divergence. So we would like to see, of course, the price going up a little bit and going down again. And the CVD, of course, is still going down. And that will create a divergence. Now for the bearish, of course, you would like to see a conversion. As you can see, the screen is locked again. So just by clicking there, and here we go, I free it up. For the conversions, for example, you can see here that is a bearish signal, but you cannot see the weaker one. So of course you will have to look back, right, less to get the weakest signal after this. And here we go. You see the weakest signal, and then you start to see some bearish scenario here, or bearish trend. And yeah, so these are the things how you check. Of course, the stronger the signal is, the better, of course. But of course, don't forget that you sometimes might need, of course, to go to the look back to check, for example, here where you have a bearish signal, right? And yeah, for the CVD signals, which is the accumulation of the buyers and sellers, you can find it, of course, here in the CVD signals. And as you can see, with the CVD signals, if we say, okay, I want the bearish CVD on 1, and that means each candle will have one bar. Of course, it doesn't matter if your candle is green or not. It's not the thing with the CVD here. It is about the amount of volume in between buyers and sellers in each candle. So you might see a green candle, for example, but with red. As you can see here, it's a green candle, but it is a red volume, right? If you double click on the price tab, it will stretch your price, by the way. For example, you see here it is, of course, red candles, but you have sellers making pressure over it, right? And then, of course, you see even more buyers entering later on. But yeah, so the things, it shows you somehow what is going on behind the scene, right? And as you can see as well, you might see in the top many changes. For example, in the top, when you get, for example, like this signal, you see here you have bearish signals. It was green accumulation, and then you start to get a bearish signal, and then you start to see 3 to 4 candles in red here, right? And plus the candles that we have. And then if you get a confirmation from a previous bearish signal, as we can see here, for example, let's turn on the CVD. As you can see, this is a totally confirmation of a bearish scenario, right? Because you have lower prices, right? And you have a convergence, right? The bearish signals are going down or parallel, let's say, or converging somehow with the red signals, right? The price and the red signals are parallel or moving towards the downside both. Plus, you got your CVD accumulation here, which is totally in red. Plus, plus the conversion. So, yeah, that is more than enough, of course, to say, okay, that we have a bearish trend. And of course, the additional thing here is that the 2.0 KGT will show you always the most highest selling point or level, or even the most lowest buying point so far. So as you can see here, so far we have this lower price, and it already told us at the 5 minute it was a buying price. So if you, of course, you can sometimes take it, but it is always better to make sure you have a CVDs. Otherwise, yeah, it might be also very tricky and very risky. But if you would like also to see what happened with the buy signal here, you will see as well like 3 green candles start to accumulate, of course, of buyers. And here we go. We start to see after it some higher prices. Now, let me continue with the CVD here. Because it is too much to look at for each candle, you can sum up those candles. For example, let's say for each 2 green candles, you would like to see just one. By all means, if you have 3 candles here, and I put this, I just want to see for each 2 candles, I just would like to see just one candle, and here we go. So it shows you only where you have double 2 green candles. For example, here you got a double green candles, but 3 times. That means that is too much bullish accumulation here, right? And of course, that give us a much better signal that, okay, that you have less to see, but you have much more idea what's going on, right? If you give it also 2 for every 2 candles, you can just see 1 candle. That brings, yeah, let's say less is more, right? So the less you see, the better you get the idea what's going on. And even you can use this even to get the sum up of each 3 candles, and in that way it shows you even a stronger signal of sellers or buyers accumulation. Of course, the stronger you go, the stronger the signal become. Yeah, like let's say if you see here like a very strong accumulation, and that means of course that is something, you are in a big correction, right? As you can see, a lot of red accumulating. It's true, the price is going sideways, but a lot of red is accumulating the whole time, and especially in this area, of course. And with the bearish signal, suddenly the trend went very down. So yes, this is how we can use, of course, this indicator. First, you would like to know, are you in a sell or in a buy? And then, of course, this is not 100% that you have to take the trade if just it says buy or sell. You would like, of course, to search for CVDs for a second, where you would like to see a divergence between the price action and the bullish signals, or a convergence for the bearish signals and the price action. The third confirmation, I would say, the third confirmation, which it gives you a confirmation that your trade should take place, is taking, of course, or seeing an accumulation of at least 3 candles in your CVDs for the accumulation. Now, 3 candles, I mean, of course, if it is on 2, for example, the 2 in the middle, if you have each 2 candles or 2 bars, accumulative bars, you would like to see 3 of them. Yeah, and then, okay, you will say, yeah, this might be a bullish or bearish scenario, and you will get, of course, kind of a confirmation by using those CVD. So basically, you can turn it on and off with this option, and of course, much better to turn it off most of the time, only get the confirmation to see when we get a confirmation here. So for example, if we have a bullish scenario here, you would like to see a lot of green candles, right? But we are still looking at red. Why? Because anyway, you don't have a divergence yet, right? We don't have a divergence, so that means the price might still go down. And yeah, that's it for the KGT tutorial. I hope that this was helpful. Now, everything else here is not really useful. I would like to show you also by pressing Alt and click on any price, you can have an alarm for the price once it reaches it. And by clicking on it, it just remove it or cancel it. But make sure in the settings, not here, actually in this settings in the top, you go there and you should make sure to have an alert sound. So you have to upload a kind of a beep, right, for the sound for the alarm. For example, okay, I have this as MP3. Of course, I just download it from any website and then just upload it, guys. And you will get this as an alarm by just Alt and click at any price. You will get an alarm once the price hit this line. Sometimes that's good that we get those errors. Sometimes, of course, the website can sometimes get some error with getting access to some platform. And that is just like temporary, not so much. It might happen. Sometimes they lose connection or network with some platforms like Bybit. You will see the name of the platform which they are losing some network with them. And this, I don't know why, but it happens mostly when there is a very strong trend. I realize this, and because I think this makes a lot of pressure over the exchange platform because of the trades that take or occur at that time. So yeah, this is KGT and trade safe. I hope that you like it, and yeah, I hope that it might be profitable for you guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.